Hey guys, welcome back to Building Feed. I recently got a mail package order arrive. Um, I kind of forgot that I ordered this. I forgot in the sense that I had ordered it, but then it took such a long time to arrive. I know it said 5 to 10 days shipping, but it's been like 2 weeks plus, and I totally forgot about it. I even checked my PayPal like order history list, and I didn't see any orders placed that day. So I just assumed that I had meant to make that order, but then I never went through with purchasing it. But that was a lie. It arrived called Venom Bricks on Instagram. Dabbles a lot with resin printing items. I have a resin printer, but unfortunately it pooped itself, so it broke. There's a lot of issues with it. I'd never really want to pursue that right now in my life, but the technology, as soon as it gets, improves over time, I definitely want to involve a lot more resin printing. But now it's just so unpredictable with the misprints and fails. I'm stopping resin printing. So it's better for me to just purchase an item from someone else that has it perfected. So let me just open up this package. Cool. This one first. If you guys can tell, it's a little Queen Amidala minifigure. Well, resin printed. I've wanted this figure for many years, but who's gonna pay like $200 for one? Pretty good resin printing quality print job. I don't know if it's gonna connect to any studs, but let's see. Of course, it's the resin gray, so it's all one monotone color. I have to manually hand paint every single part of this figure, so I knew that, taking that into account when I purchased it. And this pretty cool box. I love the presentation. I kind of wish there was a little bit more personality, like a little logo or some sort of business card to come with this, because it just only came with that. I like to keep in mind all these different orders I've placed over the years and really comparing my quality of work to other people's quality of work. I like to judge my work against others to see if it's worse or better. That way I can always improve upon what other people have done in the past. We'll open up this package. So you gotta be really delicate with these ones because they like to break off instantly. That's why he placed it in a plastic container like this. It looked like it came with a freebie too. It's absolutely remarkable seeing the overall resin printing quality. I've seen a lot better print jobs when it comes to fine, minute details. It just seemed like no one was recreating this headdress. The one things I have to be very careful about, these little fine points right here, love to break off the tips, and especially this little ball right there, that will break off if I'm not careful. If I drop it at the wrong angle, it'll just snap off instantly. Shoulder pauldron part, I guess, and it turns out pretty well. It's like super thin. I'm very surprised. I have to be very careful with these ones. But unfortunately, there's a little thing at the base, if you guys can see. So I can't place. I also ordered this small little piece of plastic. Um, it's supposed to be Rampart's hair piece. So let me grab that figure really fast. Here's the Engineerio. I think it's Rampart. I'm not sure anymore. The bad guy in season 3 of Bad Batch. So it came with a regular Lego style hairpiece with like a flat top above. Let me see how well this looks on this guy. Ooh, that looks fresh. Overall, like hair details. I'm gonna go into detail in a second, but I'm just appreciating this with you guys right now to give my honest reaction. I always want to pursue resin printing. It's just that the print jobs kept on failing and failing and failing, and there's so many times you can do something and before you just throw in the towel. I think I paid like $1 or $2 for this little sliver right here. It's hard to say if it's worth it because I know in my heart that I can do this with my own resin printing designing talent, I guess. It's just that I don't have the time right now in my life to put my all into resin printing when I already have in the past. A good saying is always stay in your lane. If you're good at something, continue to stay in that lane. Be better at that talent than anyone else. So I am pretty decent at designing, things. So I want to continue designing. So I'm gonna stay in my lane. But here's a better look at that freebie right here. It's just like a samurai style clone P1 helmet. I'm not super impressed by the overall P1 design helmet. It looks very squished. As you guys can tell, it's super squished down. I don't know why it looks so squished. Just a personal preference, I guess. But I appreciate the overall uniqueness of this figure. I would like to paint this white and include it in Clone Base or some Thrawn or someone like that. And this can be displayed on one of his, display areas. Just little ideas to throw out there. Let's go off the next clip. Hey guys, bought a new whiteboard. Wanted to put up in this room. It's perfect because there's these exposed nails because my dad and I are going to renovate this room. So I can literally place this whiteboard pretty much wherever, like vertically, horizontally. So I just place it right here behind the main building station. This is our consensus, what building sorting cabinet that we want to come up with. So this is just a rough estimate how many drawers on both sides that would be. Of course, these ones are going to be deeper at the bottom because they're easier to get more of when they're lower down to the ground. And the smaller cabinets that have individual dividers will be up here. And here's going to be the building counter. But like right underneath these ones, I'm going to have 3 individual little cubby holes. That way I'm able to store even more items. The one thing I hate when opening up a drawer, there's a countertop right here. You always have to remove everything off the countertop before you get to the drawer. I would like these cabinets to include a little cubby space, like right underneath the main cabinet, the main drawer sets right here. That way I'm able to have a bunch of things right here without interfering with me opening up each drawer, because that just makes a lot of sense to me. And right up here, there's a lot of empty space. My dad and I were thinking, can we utilize this space for? Because all these drawers right here, I can't get to a certain point because it's too tall for me to even reach. And I'm pretty tall. I'm like 6. I really wanted to have some sort of, display / mirror right here. So I'm able to display one of my Lego sets or something I'm designing and then have an angled mirror to see the opposite side. And I think it would be a good utilization for that space above the cabinetry. And my dad and I were saying, how many of these were we going to do? And the layout of this room is completely change. So we came to the consensus that we want the entire back wall covered. Well, except right here, the door is exposed. But then it's going to be back to back, almost like when you walk into a library, there's the cabinets on one side, and then there's more cabinets on this side. So there's going to be maybe a 3-foot gap in between each cabinets. And there's going to be some right here, opposite side, some on the back of them. And so there's going to be 1 set, 2 sets, 3, 4, 5, possibly 5 sets if the space allows it to. Maybe 5 sets or 4 sets. Let's just call these modules. Each module is 4 feet. That's what my dad and I want to go by, because at Walmart, that's their module. Every 4 feet is one of these little shelving units. And for me, since I've been working there so long, it's a lot better idea to utilize some of their tactics because they're understanding millions and millions of different types of SKUs. And a SKU is pretty much a UPC. Every UPC has a different thing. Sometimes there's multiple UPCs for the same item, which it's called cross-referencing. I want to cross-reference with my sorting display. Well, I hope this is an amazing visualization to show you guys what this is going to turn into in upcoming months, because we need goals to work towards, and this right here is a good endpoint for all this stuff. I'm not going to purchase any more cabinets, sorting bin cabinet types, or any more containers, or any more of those little dividers up there. I'm sick and tired of those. I absolutely despise using those ones because the dividers pop out and everything in the dividers end up all mismatched and all out of whack. And those ones, I have no idea what's in those dividers. And those ones up there, I literally have no idea what's in those ones. I have to take every single one of them down, place them right here, open them, grab one part. In the future, I'm gonna have like 15 to 20 of these bad boys. I can just walk over to whatever area, say if there's like a place for all the 2x4 bricks, just by color or by type of part. There's a lot of different possibilities that I would like to accomplish with you guys because this is a group activity. My dad and I are going to do this together. We're going to see through it till the very end. I've gotten to this point and I want to share with you guys my journey so it becomes our journey.